What store providers?
I don't know that. Actually, I don't know that. We went from one to another. I don't.
Yeah, it's obviously in a state of flux.
Flux.
as we say.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's not heavy. Interesting. And he said my house.
Right.
So I definitely. Never know.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm okay.
You make it? Yes, I'm ready. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, did you send it? Yeah, did you send it? Right, you worked on the beginning? Then yeah, we're talking on the chair, so we.
My side hustle.
Test, test.
Sir, call me, you want to call? Oh, never mind. Just giving you a hard time. Because I haven't been able to for a long time. Yeah. Must be Thursday.
I think Commissioner Gallegos was mentioning that we're just gonna put it all on the consent agenda and just approve it all at once, and then we should be done. Everybody good with that?
I don't think our.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Cases is.
Okay, it's 6:00. If we may, if we can recite the pledge of allegiance. Is that correct?
I'm sorry?
Can we begin the meeting?
Yes, of course, Mr. Chair. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance. The United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty for justice for all.
If we could begin the meeting for Planning and Zoning and Historical Appropriates Commission, meeting for our regular meeting here at the town hall for November 3rd at 6 p.m. Can we get a roll call, Mr. Salazar?
Yes. Vice Chair Gallegos,
Present.
Commissioner Miller,
Present.
Mr. Chair Walkinshaw, Commissioner Mulvihill,
Present.
Commissioner Alviar,
Present.
Commissioner Paz, Commissioner Lucero. Mr. Vice Chair, you do have quorum 4 out of 5.
Thank you, Mr. Salazar. If we can discuss any changes or approval of the agenda.
A motion?
I'll move to accept the agenda as printed.
I second.
Okay, first motion by Commissioner Miller, second motion by Commissioner Alviar. Any discussion? No? Mr. Chair, I'll go ahead and take the vote. Vice Chair Gallegos,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Alviar,
Yes.
and Commissioner Mulvihill.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, motion passes 4-0.
I'd like to move on to public input. Does anyone have any public input? Any public discussion on the agenda?
None.
If we can we get approval of consent agenda? Or we need a
Move
motion?
to approve the consent agenda as printed.
Second.
First motion to approve by Commissioner Miller, second motion to approve by Commissioner Mulvihill. Any discussion? Take a vote. All right, Vice Chair Gallegos,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Alviar,
Yes.
and Commissioner Mulvihill.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0.
Thank you, Mr. Salazar. Next on our agenda is action and consideration.
Okay, I do have a business license number 1423. It is located at 2309 Calle de Guadalupe. It was submitted by the Fancy Pony Boutique. They are requesting approval for a business license to operate in Mesilla. The zone is historical commercial. Background analysis, the owner, Brady Elizabeth Reno, she is here tonight. Of the Fancy Pony Boutique will be replacing El Chanate coffee shop's location. The business is a beauty salon and a specialty retail store. There will be no necessary construction of interior floor space. Mrs. Reno will accommodate as it currently is. There will be parking spaces for employees at the back of the building, where they were previously for the other business in that location. Supporting information, there is a document, the lease contract, parking site plan, a business letter, tax identification, and a floor plan sketch. Not required to be a recommendation. This is the final approval. It does not get forwarded to the Board of Trustees, and staff recommends approval. I'm going to stand by for any questions. Or a motion.
Can we make a motion to discuss? Or approve?
Approve.
I make a motion to approve case number, business license number 1423 and on Calle de Guadalupe.
Second.
First motion by Commissioner Alviar, second motion by Commissioner Miller.
Mr. Salazar, I've got a question. So I'm seeing like a picture of the current sign, but it doesn't, is it Is the name of the business the Fancy Pony Boutique? And the
Correct.
sign that I'm looking at, why do I not see that name?
Yes, I did wanted to discuss that, Mr. Vice Chair. Thank you for bringing that up. The owner did call me today, this afternoon, because there was a report to the codes department that the business had put up the signs up already. Um, uh, Mrs. Reno is here again tonight. She drove all the way from Albuquerque just for that particular reason, because she's obviously sorry for doing so. She was not aware that it needed to get a sign permit. If you have any questions for her, definitely she will be here. I recommend that obviously she submits a sign permit application, which I think she can do that tonight. I asked her to bring some pictures. Hopefully she did, and then I know commission can look at the signage on it and to see if it meets our requirements, our code. And if it does, I think it should be put on the agenda on our next meeting for approval or consideration anyway, and then forward it to the board of trustees for final approval. Now, as far as the enforcement part of it and stuff like that's going to have to be handled through the codes department and the marshals. We're just here to make sure that compliance is met when it comes to approving signage and such.
So can I just ask if the sign is the same as or that's the same size, or do you know?
No, she is here tonight. Do you have? I welcome her to come up
I'm
here.
gonna step up because
Yeah, sure.
I'm hearing the air. But we did read the codes ahead of time and we.
Also, if you could step to the podium.
Yeah, we need for your name. You had for the record.
Sorry
Please state
about
your
that.
name.
So I'm Brady Reno, and actually I'm working with my daughter. This is her project. She's about to graduate with a degree in business and economics from NMSU. But long story short, we did read the specs ahead of time, and we used a local sign company. Oversight on my part, I didn't realize that we had to pull sign permits on top of the business permit, and so completely my fault. And I did talk to the contractor today and made him aware, hey, if you guys are doing signage at Mesilla, this is something you need to be aware of as well. But I did read the specs ahead of time, and we're within range of your specs. Our signs are actually a little smaller than what was there previously. They're black and white, very classy, classic sign, nothing lit up, nothing, of tacky. Sorry, I'm not sure that's appropriate word, but
This is not the actual sign.
no.
But you're saying
Not
that
the
it
sign
looks like that?
Before, sorry to step away from it. Before, they had a big square sign right here, and we replaced it with a smaller round sign on the wall. And then this same sign, and then as you can see here, they also have a sign in the corner, just with an arrow showing that their businesses down, and it's of the same area that was there.
So we're just looking at the business license. We're not approving the signage till the next time after.
Correct. Today is just completely just a business. No signage.
I'll just submit the application ASAP for the signage.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
I have a question. Yes. Do you know how many parking spaces are in the back of the building and how many employees they're anticipating? And are there other employees from different businesses parking back there as well?
No, those two parkings were designated for this business.
Thank you.
Sure.
We have 2 employees working at one time, and there's actually 4 spaces available right now because they do have an empty, the upstairs is empty, and so if it's to fill, then we have to get 2 of those parking spots up.
Thank you.
Any other questions? And again, this is just for the business license. Mr. Vice Chair, would you like me to take a vote? Okay. Commissioner Mulvihill,
Yes.
Commissioner LVR,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
and Mr. Vice Chair Gallegos. All right, motion passes 4-0. Next item on the action consideration is 6B. This is a Pzhac case 062065. It is located at 2920 Avenida de Mesilla. It was submitted by Osti LLC requesting approval to re-roof Lucky's commercial building. The zone is commercial. This is, again, is for a total re-roof of the commercial building. And if you look at the packet, there's actually a visual or a site plan of the actual building itself and where all the air conditioners and vents and such are on the roof. There is a contract also along with this. Typically, if it fell under $10,000, it would be an administrative approval, but because it's beyond $10,000, this is why it's being presented to you here tonight. And I stand by for any questions.
I have a question on it's supposed to, they're going to dispose of the existing translucent panels only, is what it says. What are they going to replace it with? Do the same?
Yes, there is a description there on the contract. It's called a
Commissioner Albiol, my apologies, point of order, I do think we need a motion.
motion, correct. My apologies.
Sorry, I make a motion for approval for case number 062065 submitted by Lucky's to re-roof.
Second.
All right, first motion by Commissioner Alviar, second motion by Commissioner Movill.
Please.
So the existing translucent panels only will be replaced with newer translucent panels. Don't really see what it's going to be replacing. I see flashing, I see all that other stuff, but it's a roof to wood deck with translucent panels.
So the question is what type of roofing are they going to be using?
How are they're going to replace it or
They're going to inspect
update
it and they're going to inspect it and they're going to see the contract here is all that they're doing. Right, you want to answer? We got any questions? All right. No, it's all that they're doing. They're just removing the deck, the covering, the crate, and they're going to be patching it up. They're going to be placing the CRS ink shop fabricated, install new sculptors, 20-year warranty, contractors,
Yeah.
flashing and such.
Yeah, I
Now, as
saw
far as re-roofing the whole roof, like maybe like an elastomatic, usually when they cover the whole building, that's not mentioned here on the
Yeah,
contract.
like I said, I saw all the flashing and the removal of the existing translucent panels, but it didn't really say what they were going to replace it with. So I'm assuming that there's certain
same.
panels that are not good. Or,
Correct. It first comes the inspection, and whatever they find is what they're going to be replacing.
Sounds good.
And I believe they might have done the inspection already. That's why they gave them a quote. But
Mr. Salsa, I'm unfamiliar with Graco coating. Do we know the answer to that?
say that one.
Graco coating?
Gray coat coating. I have to reread this again to remind my memory, but gray coat, it says provide and install new gray coat coating and translucent panels replacements. Remove and expose the existing translucent panels only and provide and install new gray coat coating. That's for the panels themselves.
Those are the panels themselves.
Commissioner, as far as the Greco coating is more of an elastomeric type coating to seal everything that it gets exposed. They'll seal it up and then they'll come in and replace it with their final roof coverings. So it's more of a sealant than an actual coating per se.
It's not something they would use to coat the whole roof, though, right? I mean,
No, this is something that they'll use. They use it for patching, for sealing of penetrations where it's leaking. So it's more of a sealant and a patch material than a full roof assembly where you would do the whole roof with this. Now you can do that, but in this case, that's not what it's calling for.
Thank you, Mr. Maesa.
Any other discussion? No questions? Ready for the vote call? Okay. Vice Chair Gallegos,
Yes.
Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Mulvihill,
Yes.
and Commissioner LVR.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, motion passes. On to the next is action consideration 6C, Planning and Zoning and Historical Appropriateness Commission, case number 062068. This is located at 1901 Calle Pacana. Was submitted by EMG Construction, requesting approval to erect a wall. The zone is historical residential. Mr. Judd Singer, owner contractor via Custom Homes, was recently approved to construct a primary site-built residential home on the property. He has subcontracted EMG Construction, Inc. To erect a 5.5 foot rock wall on the back property line and a rock wall on the eastern property line adjacent to Calle del Paso. Various sizes starting at 5.5 and the back. And as it goes forward to 4.5, which is 4.5 feet, and then finally it'll end up at 2 feet towards the front to be meeting the clear sight triangles. Thank you. The clear sight triangle. The property is on a corner. Consideration is given to adhere to the Mesilla Town Code 18.60.340D, which is the clear sight triangle. EMG Construction applied and was issued a Mesilla business license. Again, Mesilla Town Code 1860.340D. There shall be no fence, wall, hedge, or obstruction more than 3 feet above street curb level or ground level at edge of street in the clear sight triangle, measured 30 feet in both directions, or the property line on the property line from a corner. Application, contractor license, site plan, and street view pictures have been submitted. And I recommend approval, and I stand by for any questions and a motion.
I make a motion for approval for case number 062068 on Calle Pacana for a rock wall.
Second.
All right, first motion by Commissioner Alvear, second motion by Commissioner Miller.
I just have a quick question. That I'm trying to remember, it's over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's already other houses there.
Correct.
Are there rock walls the same way? Where they're from 5 and they go down to 2? Does everybody else's look alike?
No, the only reason why they're doing it that way, not the only reason, is because that one was close to Calle del Paso. That is the very last house on the corner, and they're stepping it down that way for be able to view on that intersection on that corner, and also for the purpose, imagine, is for the cost. They don't need to have it that high in their backyard. It's 5.5, and once it crosses the front yard is when they dropped it to 4.5, and then down to 2 feet.
So this wall that's going to be here is where the road is.
Correct.
So why wouldn't they want it larger so it wouldn't have to see all the traffic? But anyway, it's that way, and it won't look like the other ones. They'll be smaller.
It'll be height-wise correct. It'll be a step-down wall. Now the one in the back, it'll be consistent with the wall. Yeah, it'll be consistent with the one. There is a diagram there, or should be.
Look at it. Just making sure. Just making.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. It's 45 feet from the back corner towards the front. It'll be 5.5, and then 40 feet will be 4.5, and then in blue, which is 15 feet, would be 2 feet high.
Mr. Sanos, a quick question. What is a clear sight triangle? Or Mr. Mayasad?
What is a clear sight triangle?
Correct.
A clear sight triangle is whenever there's a car that meets that intersection, and it has to look both ways to be able to tell there's a car coming. The reason why they pick 3 feet is generally whenever you sit down in a standard car, when you sit down, your eye level is above 3 feet. Obviously, there's vehicles that are much taller and vehicles that are much lower, but that's the standard. So the clear sight triangles, you need to be able to see around the corner, so there's not a wall to where you have to inch outside past the stop sign or past the safety of that intersection to be able to tell if there's a car coming. That's why also it includes the parking. There's no parking allowed typically within 30 feet of a stop sign or intersection for the same reason. So there's no obstruction of your view.
Side question. So is the clear sight triangle ordinance related just exclusively to that area?
I'm sorry, say that again.
It doesn't sound like it, but clear sight triangle, where are there other examples of clear sight triangle in Mesilla?
Not in another side of triangles, anywhere where you typically will see a corner lot. A corner lot will have to have a clear sight triangle, unless it's already been grandfather clause and such, but there's some of those buildings do go to the 0 lot line. Back then they didn't those wasn't the law, but now anywhere where there's an intersection, you'll come across a clear sight triangle, or should. That area is a cul-de-sac, so that there's only two corner lots on that.
Thank you for the clarification.
Good question. Thank you. All right. If there's no more discussion, I'll go ahead.
Any more questions? Okay.
Take a vote. All right.
Ready for a vote.
Vice Chair Gallegos, Commissioner Miller,
Yes.
Commissioner Mulvihill, and Commissioner Alviar.
Yes.
Mr. Vice Chair, motion passes 4-0.
Mr. Salazar, next on our agenda is you have any staff comments or commissioner comments?
Mr. Vice Chair, I don't have nothing other than, Liana's going to be out for a couple of weeks. She's on vacation, which is good. So all of her reviewing of the historical, now she's starting to get more and more involved with the permit process and such. There was going to be a case tonight. It was actually going to be scheduled for a work session, but it wasn't. There is a gentleman on 2185 Calle de Guadalupe that wants to build a small casita or guest quarters in a sense. I remember many cases before, other cases that we've brought up to the commission or even also the governing board for consideration, is that we keep bringing up the 600 square feet maximum, right, for the casita and a guest house. And I did see that in the RF zone. I saw that in the residential zone, or I saw that in the RA zone. In the HR zone, there's no mention of that on the HR zone. So I kind of invite the commissioner and this commission to kind of review that part of it, because that's going to be one of the discussions on coming up this work session.
There's no size limit at all in the HR?
Still mentioning it. There is mention also in the general provisions, which 1860, which is a definition, 1810, sorry. There is a definitions of all what it means, but it doesn't necessarily mean which zone, those, it's just a definition. It doesn't regulate anything. It's just giving you explanation of what the words mean, right? So in the RF and the RA and the R1, it specifies a guest house maximum of 600 square feet. In the HR zone, it doesn't. So again, it surprised me as well, because I was trying to find that reference and I couldn't find it. Also, the proposed casita or guest house that he wants to build is a rammed earth style home. I'm not familiar with those. I guess they were pretty indigenous in this area. It's got the vigas and stuff like that. There are a couple homes I'm told on it. Liana was the one looking at those. I haven't personally been out there and looking at them, but it's unique in its sense, and I'm actually pretty excited about having it, because it's similar to an adobe, but they're not layered brick. They're just, you guys, I didn't know that. Sorry, I thought it was pretty cool, and the walls are pretty wide. And one of the things that I'll invite Mr. Maestas to make comment on it if he likes, but they are requesting a 3-foot setback because of the size of their lot. They're trying to get this little guest house in there, and is that style of home with the rammed earth walls, exterior walls, considered to be fire resistant material? To where are they going to be anything added anywhere else other than I explained to them there's no openings allowed like doors, windows, and such, because that defeats the purpose. But they did want to put some type of these windows on the top side of it, but they understand there needs to be fire resistant glass if they go ahead and do something like that. So again, just give you a little heads up, but it was going to be scheduled for tonight. Ileana's not here, so We'll have it on the 17th coming up. What else? I believe that is all I have. Any questions or comments from staff? I mean, Commissioner?
I'm having a lot of concerns from neighbors, not just myself, but I mean, a lot of the neighbors are talking about the heavy trucks that are using our neighborhood. They're using our neighborhood as a turnaround, and they're really tearing the streets up. I took a picture today of the big water truck that's just parked there. And then there was a cement truck too.
Parked outside?
They're just coming up Bolt Street, and then they turn around, and then I don't know where they're actually
On
turning around.
Bolt
I
Street?
know that they've been using our whole neighborhood as their turnaround.
A turnaround for the university project?
Yeah,
Okay.
and so is there anybody that can go and talk to them? Because our streets are really, they were bad before, but they're really bad now.
Well, I can bring it up to the public works. I don't know, honestly, I don't know if there's something that we can do against. I mean, it is a public road, I know, but I will speak with somebody. I'll bring it up with somebody, not the mayor himself, to see if there's any kind of, or maybe the admin for the project itself, to see if maybe they can find a different alternative route to turn around.
Hopefully they can at least repair some of the roads because it looks really
Yeah.
bad.
I know that area has an HOA, right?
Yeah.
Now, is there an HOA, anything regarding size of trucks that are allowed in the neighborhood? Sometimes there are.
I don't think we have that restriction.
Okay.
I can check. I mean, it's been going on since they started construction a year ago.
Sure.
They've been going, so.
And
Okay.
Commissioner Mobile, I think that's NMDOT, correct? That's running through your road, your streets. Yeah.
Now, why can't they can somebody address it with them to see if they're going to repair this, at least part of the street, sir?
I'll bring it up. That's all I can do.
They have that other whole turnaround on the opposite side where they have all their.
I'm thinking they're probably near that intersection and they're just using it because it's the closest, but you said it's been happening for some weeks
It's been happening since day one.
or day one?
It's easy for me not to, see it as much because I'm at the back of the subdivision, but as the neighbors are telling, all the neighbors are talking about it.
Definitely, I'll bring it up.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay. If there are no other discussions, then let's adjourn this meeting.
That's all I have. All right, so if no more discussion, we can move on to number 8, adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
First motion by Commissioner Mulvihill. Second motion by Commissioner Miller. Any objection?
No.
No? Everybody wants to go home, say aye?
Aye.
All right, I have it. Thank you.
And what-
Meeting adjourned.
Remind what we have to sign here before we leave. The resolution, is that this right here?
The resolution is the other sheet that you had there. It looks like this. It's already signed. The other one is the minutes. You should have a no, it's the same color. It was in the same packet. It's the same color as this.
I think ours are all this color.
No, the chair usually has the same. It's the only one that has those colors.
Well, Mr. Salazar, I'm not chair, I'm vice chair.
But tonight you're chair. Chair for the day.
Just tell me what to sign. I'll sign. I didn't. This is what I got. And then I signed the,
Maybe print that out real quick. So I think I'm hugging you guys.
Maybe
yeah.
it's in,
Print it out and you guys.
I know you have to get on the road, man, but
No, that's fine.
maybe it's in Walkinshaw's.
it's probably in walking shots.
Sorry?
Maybe it's in.
I did. I saw walking stuff, but because he had this and he had the other.
So I signed this resolution, but you're talking about the resolution for,
The minutes. The resolution was already done. That's the minutes is the one that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Let me just get one. You guys mind saying?
No, not at all. Not at all. That's that way you don't have to worry about it.
The rest of the week.
Yeah. Thanks, Eddie. Lori, I got a question for you. like, why was it like, oh, last year it was like high drama on panels of the commission. Like you name it, everything was spotted on the wall. We saw these big problems like this. I said, oh, quiet. It was 3.
I know, when I saw it was only
That was the
3.
last meeting, that was the last
But
meeting.
again, there almost was a work session, so then we would have been here at 5. But, because last week or when you were gone, we had a public hearing on this resolution. And it was presented, it went real fast, and I just said 5-minute potty break and let's move on to the next one. Why wait 20 minutes, you know?
Everybody's here that's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's true leadership.
Yeah, we haven't,
Good.
I love no drama.
Yeah, no drama, Lori. My goodness. I'm just trying to figure out what's the difference between the last round and this one. So, because we're not allowed to.
Help the people and go.
Told me, when it's up to work, this is the password, but I don't know exactly set it, but it's under vice chair.
Yeah.
So I think we have to talk to Dorothy.
And you have to be able to talk to Dorothy anytime. Anyway, mine is still under alternate.
I can't even get to vice chair.
I haven't tried for a while, but I was still getting it because mine didn't change.
Here. I haven't been able to, and now he didn't send it to my Gmail.
See, when I got here, it was so quiet, I thought, damn, I didn't check my town email and
Yeah,
they must not have gotten a forum. I was ready to go home because it was nobody here.
There was nobody here when I got here.
Have a good week.
Thank you, you too.